Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Magic. This time we're going to talk about a moment that has once again become widely discussed, when the camera captured Jimin and Jungkook's interaction on stage in much clearer detail. From a brief whisper, their very close distance, to spontaneous reactions that looked completely natural, this moment immediately caught the attention of many viewers because small details that were previously unnoticed are now clearly visible. Let's take a closer look. Finally, a clearer camera angle has surfaced of one of the moments that has been widely talked about by fans from the very beginning. This footage shows the interaction between Jimin and Jungkook on stage in much greater detail, revealing things that were not clearly visible in previous clips from other angles. From this perspective, their facial expressions, body language, and the overall dynamic of their closeness can be observed more fully and naturally, without rapid cuts or angles that obscure the moment. At that moment, Jimin can be seen slowly leaning toward Jungkook. His movement is smooth, unhurried, and feels very natural, as if it is part of an interaction that has happened many times before between them. He then whispers something directly near Jungkook's ear. Because of how close they are, from certain camera angles it appears as though their faces are almost touching, creating a visually intense impression for those watching either live on the big screen or in replay footage. Jungkook responds by immediately adjusting his body position. He slightly leans forward and tilts his head so he can hear Jimin more clearly amid the loud concert environment. This response shows smooth communication and their habit of adapting to each other in the dynamic setting of a live performance. In those few seconds, both of them stand extremely close, creating a visual impression that, from certain angles, feels especially intense. Throughout the moment, there is nothing exaggerated in the stage atmosphere. There are no dramatic gestures or forced expressions. What we see instead is a simple, spontaneous interaction, a brief whisper and a calm response. It is this simplicity that makes the moment stand out, because in the middle of an energetic concert, small interactions like this naturally become a focal point for viewers. A few seconds later, after the whisper ends, both Jimin and Jungkook return to more relaxed expressions. A soft smile appears on their faces, as if there is a shared understanding that only they fully grasp without needing to explain it to anyone else. The moment is extremely brief, yet enough to capture the attention of the audience at the venue, especially when the large concert screen clearly zooms in on them. It is no surprise that the clip quickly spread across various social media platforms. Many fans replayed it repeatedly to catch small details they might have missed. From certain angles, the closeness between Jimin and Jungkook creates different visual interpretations, even though there is no confirmed verbal context of their conversation. In several parts of the concert, the two can also be seen occasionally looking for each other on stage. This pattern of interaction is often interpreted as a sign of comfort in working together, especially in a highly coordinated and fast-moving performance environment. These seemingly simple interactions stand out because they feel spontaneous and unplanned. One of the most noticed reactions is Jungkook's expression after receiving the whisper from Jimin. He immediately breaks into a wide smile and even appears to let out a small laugh. This reaction then becomes a topic of discussion among viewers curious about what was actually said. Although there is no confirmed information about the conversation, the expression suggests a light and comfortable atmosphere between them. In addition, the atmosphere around the moment also felt quite intense for some viewers. The combination of very close distance, brief eye contact, and natural expressions created the impression that this interaction carried a special kind of appeal compared to a typical stage moment. Many viewers described feeling both emotional tension and excitement while watching it unfold live. On the other hand, attention was also drawn to Taeyong, who was not far from the interaction. Some fans interpreted his expression as observing the situation around him, although this remains subjective and cannot be confirmed. In a concert setting, members often stand close to each other and move according to choreography and stage dynamics. Whatever interpretations arise, this moment once again highlights how small interactions on stage often become major points of attention for viewers. In performance settings, even the smallest detail can look different depending on camera angles, perspective, and the visual context captured by the audience. The same applies here, where Jimin and Jungkook's closeness became a highlight due to the clear camera angle. Moving on to another related moment of their time together, J-Hope previously shared a photo on Instagram before they departed for their next schedule. The photo showed the atmosphere inside a private jet as they were traveling to Brussels, the capital of Belgium, to continue their concert tour. What made the photo interesting was not just the location or destination, but the atmosphere captured within it. It showed a calm and relaxed vibe after a packed concert schedule. There was no formal or distant feeling, but rather a natural resting moment between exhausting activities. Jungkook is seen leaning in a comfortable position, as if fully resting after a busy schedule. He is wearing an all-black outfit that gives a simple yet neat impression, while his expression looks calm and relaxed. Above him, Jimin also appears to be in a relaxed position, seemingly seeking comfort during the long journey, enjoying the rest time with a sense of ease and closeness. Both of them appear very natural, like two people who are already used to each other's presence in various situations, both on stage and off stage. There is no sense of artificial behavior or emotional distance, only simple moments filled with warmth and comfort. Overall, the photo gives a small glimpse into how BTS members spend their time in between tight schedules. Behind their energetic and well-prepared stage performances, there are calm, simple moments like this that show a different side of their daily lives. These moments, both on stage and off stage, ultimately form a larger narrative about their bond and group dynamics. Simple interactions, whether it's a brief whisper or a resting moment during travel, become part of their long journey in the demanding music industry. From the audience's perspective, moments like these often stand out because they reveal the human side of the members, not only as performers on stage, but also as individuals who interact, rest, and go through daily routines together. In the end, this moment once again becomes one of the most discussed visual clips because it captures closeness, comfort, and natural dynamics without any excessive staging. In the context of concerts and touring life, it is often these small moments that leave the longest impression on viewers. This is the moment of Jimin and Jungkook captured more clearly from different camera angles, both on stage and during their off-stage activities. These simple interactions once again draw attention because they feel natural and spontaneous. So, which part of this moment stood out the most for you? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next Jikook Magic.